Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm the City Witch. Today's video is another free spell for you guys, and if you have been enjoying these free spell videos, then give me a thumbs up and comment below. If you have any spells in mind that you'd like to see me do, then let me know in the comments and I will do my best to film it for you and give you some tips and tricks on your witchery. So this spell is called the Glitchy Witch. This spell is designed to unleash your magical power and unglitch your magical spells. So what I mean by this is we all have a routine, or at least you should have a magical hygiene routine that helps you maintain your energy, your protections, and the forces you work with in a balanced, harmonious way. But sometimes we all forget to keep up these routines, or for whatever reason, we're unable to. And in those moments of weakness or moments where we're just not able to keep the routine up, it's an opportunity for forces out there to kind of interfere with our magic, which isn't what we want. And this is how our spells can become glitchy. I also noticed from a number of my students that when I was looking at their spellcraft, there was actually nothing wrong with the spell, which tells me that it's not the spell that they're designing. Their spellcraft is fine. It's their own personal power. So there was a couple of reasons for this spell. Now, I myself have only ever had to use this spell maybe 2 or 3 times in the 28 years that I've been a witch. So it's not very often this happens, but it's a good spell to have in your arsenal. So for this spell, you're going to need a fire-safe dish, a white candle. I've chosen to use this one because it's a glittery white candle. I don't know if you can see that very well on the video, guys, but it is a glittery white candle. You are going to need a photograph of yourself where you've written your full name and your date of birth on it, or you're going to need to design a sigil of intent that matches this spell. Now, I have already done that, so please feel free to use the same intention and the same sigils that I will give you today. So the intent that I've chosen is my magic does not glitch. And as you can see on this, I've broken it down using the witch's sigil method. So what I've done is I've crossed out any vowels and repeating letters, and then I've given them their number associations, or values rather, and then I've crossed out any doubles of that, which has left me with this number pattern at the bottom here, which gives me 4, 7, 2, 1, 3, 8. And then using that, I've designed 3 sigils. Now I'll show you each of these sigils one at a time. Feel free to pause the video and copy the sigil down. All 3 of these sigils have been made using the statement, my magic does not glitch. So this is the first sigil I created. Quite a nice sigil, but it wasn't the one I wanted to use. Then I created this one. Again, it's okay, but not the one I wanted to use. And then I got to this one, and this is the one I've chosen, guys. I like this one. So this here is the starting point, the crescent moon, and this is the tail end of the sigil. And again, they've all been created using the same method. All I've done is embellish a little on how I wanted the sigil to look. So this is the one that I'm going to use today. I'm also going to be working with 2 herbs. And the herbs I've chosen is birch leaves. So birch leaves are really good for protection. They help to remove spirits, evil forces, and exorcise those evil energies from your space. It's a good purification and cleansing herb, but also it's a good one for breaking those pesky curses, hexes, jinxes, and of course, deflecting the evil eye away from you. So this is a really good one to choose for glitchy magic. And then I'm also going to be using sage, which is good for mental clarity. So again, good for focus when it comes to a spell like this. Protection, it banishes unwanted energies, and it's a magical bleach herb. So what I mean by that is it magically bleaches all the energy away so that you're only focusing on what you want to stay in your space, in your energy field, and on your physical person. With this spell, I actually recommend, guys, that you work at the same time with cleansing yourself. So take a detoxification bath, cleanse yourself, and do some meditation before you go to bed. That way you're not only just working on your energy with the spell, you're working on your physical person and then on your mind when you meditate, so that you're bringing all of those 3 cauldrons back into alignment and making sure that you are as magically powerful as you possibly can be. So let's get started, shall we? So place your sigil in the center of the dish, like so. Now I like to take a moment to breathe life into the sigil, and that kind of activates it. When you draw and design your sigil, guys, you should be designing it with your intent in mind. So I'm not just saying the statement, my magic does not glitch. I'm feeling it, I'm believing it, and I'm seeing it. So I'm making sure that my manifestation of this spell is spot on, and I'm concentrating and putting enough energy in this to make sure it works. So breathe a little life into it to wake it up and bring it to life. Then place your candle on top, and then with a mix of your birch leaves and your sage, sprinkle that around the spell. There we go. Doesn't need to be a massive amount, just enough for this to work on you energetically. Now place your hands around the dish, focusing on the center where the candle is. And what you're doing now is every time you say this spell, you can say it as many times as you feel you need to. I usually repeat it 3 times, working on my energy, my mind, and my physical being. Focusing on those 3 things each time I say the spell. You're going to be pushing energy from your center through your hands and into the candle. As you do this, you're charging the candle and asking the candle to suck out all of that nasty energy that's become attached to you and caused your magic to be glitchy. Then as the candle burns down, it will slowly destroy the sigil underneath, which releases the positive intent from the sigil, replacing that energy you've just sucked out of you with positive energy. To dispose of this spell, guys, all you'll need to do is take this spell far, far away and chuck it in a bin somewhere. For those of you out there who would like to work with the earth or water as elements, if you are going to work with a sigil, make sure when you draw it in pencil rather than pen. Inks can be toxic to the environment and don't biodegrade very well, and when they do, they tend to as I say, be poisonous and toxic to the environment. So using pencil, which is made of graphite, is natural and isn't toxic, and it's non-harmful to the natural environment around you. So I'm now going to tell you the spell, guys. I will say it once to charge the candle, and I will show you the spell so you can write it down and add it to your book of shadows. Unleash my power, no more a glitch. This magical hour, hear this witch. My vision clear, my forces strong, to practice my magic all year long. As I will it, so shall it be. Blessed be. When you've spent enough time charging your candle, guys, just simply light it, and then obviously monitor it. Don't leave it exposed or anything, or in a room unsupervised. Let it burn all the way down. Then take a nice cleansing bath in order to cleanse yourself on a physical level as well as an energetic level. And that is the spell, guys. So nice and simple. Now I'm going to show you the spell. So this is a moment where I recommend you pause the video and write this down. Oops. And there you go, guys. So if you enjoyed the video, give me a thumbs up and click the bell button so YouTube will tell you when my next video comes out. If you'd like to support me on any of my social media, all the links are in the description below. And thank you very much for watching. As always, be good to each other, and I'll speak to you soon. Blessed be.